Well, I just thought I'd create a quick video just because it had been requested a few weeks ago when I posted a profile picture to do a video with it. Just, I suppose, to show what these drums sound like. So these are this is a tabla set, so only one of the drums. The smaller drum, the wooden one, is the actual tabla. The bigger one is called a daga or a baya, which is simply means left, which is the left-hand drum, although it might look like the right-hand one on the video. I'm not sure because I don't know if it's facing the right way. So this is what they look like. So these are usually made out of brass or copper. These are copper chrome, these ones. And so this is a professional set, so they don't have to be this good, but I wanted these to sound good. So I got this one, which is a set that I got made in Pune, which in India, which is it's a pretty good one, fairly well-known maker, which is the profile related to the profile picture I posted. So this is the set I've been using for the last 3 or 4 weeks, for the lessons I've been doing for the last 5 months or so. And so it's pretty cold in this house at the moment. We haven't had the heating on because it's been using up a bit of energy bills. Have been more expensive lately, but so can't play very well with cold hands. But yeah, this is basically yeah, what I've been working on. So we've been doing different things. There's different types of structures of rhythms and things that are used. One of the main ones is a thematic set of musical composition, which is called a kaida, which is like or sometimes you have chakras, which are shorter, a different type of thing. But there's yeah, different things where you have different variations of existing themes, and then you play one on top of the other, or not on top of the other, one after the other. And so this is a newish one that we've been working on, which is probably demonstrates most of the notes that I've been using in the past, except for the newest one, which is a bit tricky. But yeah, so it's get the right one. I forgot the other one. But as you can see, it's very hard to play these fast. I'm used to using a djembe, which is a lot easier to play because you can just slap it as hard as you like and you're not going to break the skin. With these ones, it's a lot harder to just play really fast. It's very hard to do. It can take years before you can actually play anything like that. And this sounds pretty good because it's been tuned recently, yesterday, which I don't know how to do. We probably won't learn. Apparently I'm not going to learn for another 18 months until I can play a good tin, which is like a note like that, which is very hard to do consistently because you have to hit it in between. You have to keep the pinky finger on the edge of the rim and then the ring finger on the bit in the middle, and then you have to hit the index finger on the in between the very outside of the rim and the gut, which is like the center part, which is something where they cut out the goat skin that it's made of. They cut out the middle of it and they put this other stuff in the middle. It's a dough type substance that is made of different things depending on where you get it from. These are pretty thick skins, so they're pretty durable, but it's very hard to get solid notes out of them. If you buy them from Calcutta, they have thinner skins, paper thin ones, which means they break more easily, but you can get a cleaner note out of them much more easily. This is a all these notes have equivalent vocalizations, so they're called bowls. They have symbols, which are just notes, and so everything that you do, everything you play, you can actually vocalize, and so you can. It's a way of practicing actually without using the drums, and you can from memory and everything. The traditional way to play is from memory rather than having them written down. So you can actually, instead of looking at the transliterations, you can just play whatever is being vocalized and then translate it onto the drums. And so the most basic notes you have Gare, which I was doing before, which is just using the fingers, the index and tall fingers interchangeably. You can also push, which creates a unique sound. Professional players can control it really well, but with this you can sort of actually control the pitch of the drum, and depending on how much pressure you put on it, you can control it at different levels. And so that's one of them. Another one is tear, which is the same idea except for the first three, the last three fingers on the right hand, the pinky, ring, and the tall fingers. You can just do like this, and then you follow it with the index finger. So if you only do it once, you normally go like that, but if there's two that go together, it's like that. And sometimes when you do the second tear, which is what it's called, it's called a dare, which makes it easier to vocalize it that way, tear instead of teter, which is much easier to pronounce. One of the harder ones is na, which is a little bit like, it's a lot harder. It's like tin, which is the really hard note that I think apparently determines how consistently you do it, whether or not you are ready to tune the drums, which is it's the same idea, but instead of tapping in between the outside of the rim and the gut, you actually tap the very outside of the rim itself. So it usually takes people about a month to just learn a note like that, which it's hard to do when you're in the middle of playing. And so that's the classic bell sound that most people are used to when they think of a tabla. And yeah, that's about it.
Do not please do podcast. Do not please do podcast. Do not please do. Comments. Do not please do podcast.